Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Hey, peace and blessings to everybody. You could have spent your time anywhere else on earth, but you chose to spend it here with me, and it's much appreciated. Um, I want to first start off by thanking everybody who watched the first video. That was my first video. No editing, off the cuff, improvisation, in my speaking, just talking like I'm talking to my friends. So I appreciate that. Any feedback you can give on that video, most definitely appreciate it. As you can see, got my glasses today. My glasses came in. I'm getting used to them. The distance viewing, I can see the freeway signs without being up on them. But like close up things, like walking up the stairs, it kind of seemed like the stairs was tilting. Uh, Putting things on my nightstand, it seemed like it was tilting. So as the doctor had told me, it's gonna take some getting used to, but I'm enjoying it. Being able to see things that were once blurry, such as kind of distant freeway signs and street signs, kind of seeing that a lot better, a whole lot clearer. So that's a blessing, most definitely a blessing. And as the song by Pastor Mike Jr. says, it's big. It's a big blessing, very huge to me. I've been noticing a decline in my vision as I'm getting a little older. So it's a blessing. I'm happy about them. But I'm glad they came, and I'm glad I need to shave a little bit and put some lotion on these knuckles. Because I'd like to talk to everybody today about self improvement. Uh, Not just self improvement, but, well, you know what? We can save self care for another day. We'll go with self improvement because in order to do self care, you have to be willing to improve self. Uh, and starting off with that, the first thing that I have to keep in mind, because I'm trying to get into the habit of speaking in first person so I can internalize it. You know, Not that I'm being selfish, but I don't want to tell you what you need to do. I'm telling me what I need to do. And if you hear something that you like or something that you can apply to your life, I've done my job. So, again, I'm gonna be talking about what the things I need to do in order to improve on myself. And in my book, you know, um, well, let's start off from the beginning. I feel that the biggest room in the universe is the room for improvement. I'll say that again. I feel that the biggest room in the universe is the room for improvement. There's always room for improvement in whatever you're doing, in whatever I'm doing, however I'm living, what I've read, what I've watched, uh, taking care of myself. In any aspect, there is room for improvement for the simple fact that I'm not perfect, period. There's nothing I can do in my lifetime that would make me perfect. So, with that being said, I do have to let you know I have had a problem with not feeling good enough since I was a little boy. Uh, you know, I'm working on that with a therapist right now. Maybe in a later episode, I'll be able to delve deeper into that subject of what I'm doing to take care of that. And actually, you know what? I can't because I did realize it, and instead of it came from self improving, but I kind of had a arrogance once I began self improvement. Um, you know, and really, honestly, it's not arrogance anymore, it's confidence. And the difference between confidence and arrogance is arrogance, I think I'm better than everybody. Confidence, I just simply understand that no one's better than me. But I also understand that I'm not better than anybody else. You know, God blessed us all. It's the same thing. We're made in His image. The kingdom of heaven lives within us all. The same as it is with me, the same as it is with you. So I say that to say this: self improvement is noticing things that I can improve upon. And for a person like myself who tends to think he know everything, that's kind of big to recognize that I ain't even scratched the surface. You know, like, don't get me wrong, I've read a ton of books. Anybody that know me can tell you that boy been reading for years. Plenty of books for years. Then you can't forget I done camp terms, juvenile hall terms, county jail terms, prison terms, city jail terms, where I'm reading, averaging a book a day, big books. I've read the Bible multiple times. I've read the Quran multiple times. I enjoy reading. But that don't mean I can't improve on my reading. That's the whole point of infinite knowledge. There is no ceiling on our knowledge. We can learn forever. As my mama say, the day we stop learning is the day we die. And I take that personally. The day I stop learning is the day I die. So I always want to learn. I always want to improve. With that being said, let's go ahead on with the message. There's always a way to improve. Again, I need to shave. My eyes, I'm 43 years old. My eyesight is beginning to wane. Hence, corrective lenses. And I'm happy for them. I really, literally can't see better. Now, I'm supposed to have a bifocal, but I'm a vain dude. I don't want the little, the line at the bottom of my glasses. I don't mind looking like a nerd, but not too much like a nerd. So, but they're helping. That's the point. And take care of yourself. I guess I am going to, squeeze in some self-care in there. I guess they both intertwine. Improvement can always happen. Whether it's, trying to get our bodies together, getting our health together, our diet. That's a big one. Without diet, and I'm guilty of that. I've been supposed to cut meat and dairy out my diet since forever. And, I always stop. And then, because of my circumstances, that's always a good excuse. My circumstances or this is happening. I'm back to eating meat and throwing cheese on stuff. And even though I know it's not the healthiest thing for me, hey, I'm not the Christ. So don't follow my diet. Don't follow. Find out what you need to improve on and how you want to improve it. Period. To follow somebody in. Because when it all comes down, what you gonna do? Blame them? Because no. See, if you follow what you see you need to improve, and you improve upon it, then hey, okay, it didn't work. Then you can look into what I can do. I can look at what I can do better about it, or how I can make it better, or how I can improve better upon myself. That's what it's all about. And I'm not saying that in a selfish way, or, for you to be selfish and only think about you, but you can't take care of nobody else unless you're taking care of yourself. Let me rephrase that. I cannot take care of anybody else unless I first take care of myself. And that's just simply what it is. And so and don't get me wrong, I do see things that I need to improve. I'm sure you're looking at me in the camera like, look at this nigga bottom teeth. He needs to improve on them joints. And that's the truth. That's the truth. And one day, one day I'm gonna get some braces, or I'm gonna have to knock them out. Throw some fake ones down there. Whatever. I'll figure it out. I'm just still at this point happy that with all the drugs I done, I still got teethuses. But anyway, I regress, or I digress, or whatever the proper term for that is. Listen, there's a lot of places that I haven't even thought about improving. The worst part of not knowing is not knowing what it is you don't know. So if I don't know, if I have no idea about something, how can I improve on it? Now, I'll give you an example. I've never taken calculus. To be 100, I ain't never got past pre-algebra. Don't laugh at me. It's the truth. I can count. I'm terrific at math, but I'm bad at school. I was bad at school. I'm about to go back to school, but that's beside the point. The thing is, see, I understand that I don't know calculus, but I understand that there is a thing called calculus, and understanding that I don't know calculus, now I can take steps, if I so chose, to learn calculus, to get an understanding of calculus. Do you understand the point I'm making? It takes self-inventory. It takes self-analysis. It takes self-understanding to be able to see what I need to improve on. Do I need to read more books? You betcha. In fact, I need to read a lot more nonfiction books. I really don't like nonfiction. Now, some of them will catch my, will pique my interest. Like, one of my favorites, I like biographies. I must say that. I do like biographies. I do like autobiographies. The autobiography of Malcolm X, read that a few times. It literally changed my life. Probably why I picked these glasses, even though they're not the same one, but you get the image. Not only that, but another good one, more recent, Charlemagne the God's Black Privilege. Hey, listen, I don't agree with everything Charlemagne say. I don't agree with a lot of stuff Charlemagne do, but that book, you feel me? Like I thoroughly enjoyed that book, and I saw a lot of similarities and parallels between me and Charlemagne in that book. He grew up a Jehovah's Witness the same way I did, and he was ready. He put his insecurities on the table, and kind of helped me to understand that sometimes we just have to own things we don't like about ourselves. Sometimes we just have to own it. And that is the first step in self-improvement. Owning. Admitting to ourselves. You ain't got to go tell everybody else, your fault. Hey, guess what? I have a fourth nipple. Nah. But as soon as you say it to yourself, as soon as I say it to myself, as soon as I tell myself what it is I need to improve upon, then I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to, figure out how I can improve on that. So, after kind of understanding that, and salute to you, Charlemagne, for being able to plant that seed, for real, for real. But, understanding that helped me to understand that we all have things we don't like about ourselves. And that doesn't make us those flaws. That doesn't make us those faults. That just simply gives us job security. That gives me job security. I mean, every day I know I can go to work understanding that there's something I need to work on about myself. About myself. This whole platform here is about my journey in self-improvement. Now, there's many different categories in that, and I'm gonna be going through those every time I come get on here and let y'all know something that's on my mind, something that I see that I need to work on my own. Like I said, there's plenty of things I need to work on. I need to work on my health, physical, mental, emotional, financial. I have to. I need to. No matter how much I had, how much I don't have, none of that matters because it can be improved. Period. Why do you think Jeff Bezos, the richest man on earth by far, by a long shot, how do you think his network keep going up? He's improving. If the richest man on earth has to improve his financial health, you betcha I do. Real talk. You bet I do. Now, I'm gonna get to the most important improvement that lends to all of the rest of them, health-wise, intellectually, all that, dietary, everything. My spiritual health. Real talk. If I can't find a way every day to improve my relationship with God, what am I really doing? Now, don't get me wrong. Some of y'all here like, I don't even believe in God. And that's fine. Because that's between you and God. That's my belief. Your belief may be that's between you and your girl, or you and your dude, or you and your husband, or whatever. You grown. My number one skill is staying in my own lane. That's my skill. Figuring out what I need to do, how I need to get to the destination that I need to get to, and drive in that lane. And drive in your lane. But for me, and even if you don't believe, you gotta still improve yourself spiritually. Real talk. Whatever you believe in, whatever you feel, you might believe in stars and quasars. There's room for improvement in your lane. Just like there's room for improvement in my lane. And peace and blessings to you on your journey. For real, for real. I wish everybody the best. Everybody. Believe what I believe, don't believe what I believe, or none of that. Look like we can go a little bit over 20 minutes. And I really hope though that I was able to get that point across to you that self-improvement is a necessity. There's always room for improvement. And sometimes, just sometimes, not feeling good enough can be healthy. Now you gotta have a balance, and you can't just be feeling like, oh, I'm not good enough. No. But if it pushes you to get better, you're winning. You're winning. Now, if it causes you to go into, as my little boy calls a crippling depression, hey, there's something else you can improve on. It all comes full circle. It all comes full circle. That's life. Life is a balance. Life is a circle. Life is a cycle. And if we keep improving, if I keep improving, if I keep finding ways within myself to keep improving, guess what? We winning. Guess what? We have a purpose. Guess what? We will improve day by day. I'll tell you something, I'm gonna leave y'all with this one. I had what was her? She was the magnet coordinator in my elementary school. And I'm sorry, I don't remember her last name. And if my brothers and sisters watching this, Miss County. Bless her heart, wherever she may be, for real, because she was 100. But Miss County once told me that if you go to a beach with an empty bottle and you picked one grain of sand up, dropped it into the bottle, picked another grain of sand up, dropped it into the bottle, for the longest it's gonna look like ain't nothing in the bottle. But if you continue to do that, you'll eventually see progress. And then, ultimately, that bottle gets filled. So I want y'all to keep that in mind. I'm definitely gonna keep that in mind. I'm gonna keep on improving, keep on moving forward, keep on progressing. And I'm gonna progress in thinking about what the next subject gonna be. Because, it's all, listen, everything is self-improvement. Everything. If it's not, what are you really doing? Like, what are you doing? Have a purpose, have a plan, improve. Because other than that, either you on a treadmill, going nowhere fast, or you trip and fall and refuse to get back up. Or, God forbid, you running backwards. We don't want to run backwards, because who wants to go back to doing the same stuff they was doing in middle school? Elementary. You really gonna go back and play tetherball? Okay. Hey, peace and blessings to everybody. I hope I said something that was edifying to you. Hope I said something that kind of motivated you to kind of look into what you're doing, into self-improving. And again, you know what? Speaking of self-improving, I guess the next video will be I'll get into a little workout, kind of show y'all what I do in my workout to, kind of improve myself physically, and we'll move from there. But hey, I appreciate y'all being patient with me. I appreciate y'all joining me. Like I said, you could have been anywhere in the world, but here with me. So I'm gonna close with that. Hey, be blessed. My love, my peace and blessings to y'all. And I'm about to go and improve on this facial hair, trim this up and get this shaved. This need a shaving too. Hey, Do your stuff.